I want to introduce someone who was on the phone with me at night. He's a civil rights icon who was imprisoned unjustly for nearly 1,000 days by Chevron because of him winning almost $9 billion from them in Ecuador, fighting for indigenous communities. So I'm honored to introduce a climate champion and a civil rights leader, Stephen Donziger.
I just want to congratulate everybody here for what you're doing. Okay, I want to really take a step back. You have ignited the attention of this country on this issue. Not just Delaney Hall, but on the network of concentration camps that Stephen Miller and the Trump administration is trying to construct around the country, not only to detain immigrants, but trust me, if they get their way, it will be to detain us. It will be to detain protesters. It will be to help Trump implement his path to autocracy, if not actual fascism. Okay? It must stop here. It must stop at Delaney Hall. You guys are doing kick-ass work. I salute you. It's unbelievable, these speeches, your leadership. The nation and the world is watching you. Keep it up, because I'm telling you, the way this is going down right now, I actually believe there is a realistic chance that Delaney Hall will close. Not because of the leadership of the governor, okay? Because of pressure from the streets. Because that is the only path to save our freedoms, to save our Constitution, to save the hundreds of detainees who are suffering right now inside Delaney Hall and around the country. It has to come from us. We are the last line of defense in this battle. We cannot rely on our elected officials anymore. The governor's behavior is disgraceful. It's disgraceful. I can tell you as a lawyer, even though I got disbarred by Chevron, I'm a proudly disbarred lawyer. I want to add that, okay? But I have decades of experience as a lawyer. The governor has it within her power to shut this down. You're probably saying, well, how can that be? She doesn't run ICE. But I'm going to tell you how she can shut this thing down. Right now, the GEO Group and ICE officials are committing crimes inside Delaney Hall. This is not just misconduct. These are violations, these are violations of criminal statutes that can be investigated and prosecuted, with the perpetrators after a trial being actually incarcerated. How lovely would that be? What poetic justice would that be? That the people running Delaney Hall, the people repressing hundreds and hundreds of totally innocent people, 99% of them who would never even be locked up had not Trump come to power, okay? What about if they ended up incarcerated because of the crimes they're committing inside Delaney Hall? The medical neglect, the rancid food, the vulture capitalists who take advantage of human rights violations of our neighbors to make money. And I want to say something about the damn GEO Group, okay? What country in the world allows a company to make billions of dollars off the suffering of others who are incarcerated? Okay, what other goddamn country, I mean there are a couple, but not many, allows private prisons? Companies traded on the stock exchange, okay? Private for-profit prisons. You know what? You know how these prisons make money? Of course you know this, but I'm going to say it anyway. The raw material for this industry is bodies. It is people. If there wasn't crime, they'd invent it just to get these bodies into prison so they can make money. You know, fabulous. There's a lawsuit filed today to force an inspection, the state health department to inspect Delaney Hall. That's a good thing. Obviously, it's come way too late. But I can tell you right now, we already have evidence of criminality. Just the testimonies of the detainees inside. All you got to do is go in and get affidavits, and they can describe the conditions. Those are criminal violations. The brutality that ICE has inflicted on peaceful protesters with the complicity of the New Jersey State Police, those are crimes in violation of our Constitution. We need to stop thinking about these actions as mere police abuse and understand they're actually violations of the criminal law. And I damn guarantee you, if the Attorney General of this state even made a little bit of noise that she was opening a criminal investigation of the leaders of the GEO group, that would send shudders down the spines of that company, and I think there's a damn good chance they would flee this state. And the other thing I want to say, and I'll stop in a second, tear gas. Think about tear gas. Tear gas, I'm a human rights lawyer. Tear gas is not just gas. It is a weapon, it's a chemical weapon that has been banned by the Geneva Conventions. Countries are not allowed to use tear gas in war. So why the hell, on the streets of Newark, is the New Jersey State Police and ICE allowed to use tear gas against peaceful protesters? Where is the outrage from the mayor, from the governor, from the attorney general, from Cory Booker, from our elected leaders? I hate to say it, this is an example of why the Democratic Party is not capable of stopping Trump. It has proven itself incapable of stopping Trump. It is up to us. It is up to us to do exactly what you folks are doing, and I join you 1,000%. And I just want to salute Climate Revolution New Jersey. I came out for a launch party, I don't know, a couple of months ago here in Newark, and had a great time seeing the incredible leadership of all of you folks. Wow. Shutting down data centers, shutting down detention centers, and I'm telling you, keep it the hell up. If enough pressure is put on the governor and the attorney general, they will take more action, and that they're capable of taking action that will lead to GEO Group fleeing the state and Delaney Hall being shut down. Okay? Thank you so much for having me. Keep up the good work.